Menu narration set to 100.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
From 24-yard line.
Right to the air is Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 25, here's 2nd down at 7. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills 7, Chiefs nothing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. And it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. That third down conversion good for 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling the drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing left side here, it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. In that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. To about the 26 here.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Allen going to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 25 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bills 14, Chiefs 7.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking middle, he finds Royals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff as they run left side. Shreds the tackle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shakir hauls it in. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And down he'll go at the 25. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Mahomes. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give right side for Pacheco. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice. This is intercepted. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop any.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Xavier Worthy. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Bills 21, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs' first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. And a final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to the ground. This time Cook. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing now is Allen. That one caught by all, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Flexing his muscle at the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
This is Davenport. And he'll get this out to about the 40.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bills 31, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick
Now
off
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Brown with his stick skills.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail back. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And goal to go.
They'll run with Cook. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now first carry for their fullback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it with Davenport. And he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down and 4. Allen. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cook up the gut. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Round 80! What's that?
To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll field this at the 5. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. We'll get this to about the 38. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Just too many short underneath throws. They've got to get the ball downfield.
And in a hurry.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes to throw it. Now back foot throw there is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Mahomes will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
A gain of
just over 40 seconds now remaining. He gets up and spikes it. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd
and they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
The Bills are going to the Super Bowl as we say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.